Hello everyone, welcome back to another video from Sunshine Mouse's channel. And today I have a tutorial. No one asked how to do this, but I thought it would be a good opportunity to tell you guys to please, on one of our community posts, I'm not sure if it was, I think it was the second to last one we posted. It was something where you can ask questions, and we're planning to make a video answering all those questions. So make sure you go and drop a question on that community post. And yeah, let's go ahead and start this video. Alright, this is a Lego air cylinder. Now this one is actually fake. It was off Temu, or Temu, however you say it. But it works the same. Whenever air gets pushed through here, this little piston here, the piston goes up, and whenever air gets pushed through here, it goes back down. This right here is a real air cylinder. It's made out of metal, and usually for an air cylinder, you need an air compressor. But for these Lego ones, it's actually a very cheap alternative that is very quick. Like within you can snap it and it'll be like up. Compared to the syringes that we were using before, and it's about the same, but it's just a lot smaller. This is actually size small. There are bigger and longer options. So if you want this thing to get pushed up, you gotta order one of these pumps right here, and you just stick this little tube or hose into that, just like that. And whenever you pump this, I'll show it to you guys. Whenever you pump this, it goes up. And whenever you swap where the hose is, so now it's at the top, whenever you pump this, it retracts. Now, whenever you're controlling something, these are usually used for smaller things like eyeballs or a mouth. Whenever you're doing this, oh yeah, and by the way, whenever there's no air in it, it can go up and down really easily. You can just pull it. But whenever you have actually air in it, it's a lot harder to move. So that's another way that your characters, or whatever you're doing, can be a little bit more sturdy. So that's how you can tell if the character is able to move. Just try to move their part, and if it's not moving, they're probably aired up. Now you don't want to be back there switching these hoses, or switching where these things are. Oh, and also another nice thing about these Lego ones is with a normal air cylinder, you need quick fittings, and some like gauze to wrap it in, so no air leaks out. But with these, you just gotta have those little. There's no quick fittings or anything like that, and also there's no you can't use normal hoses. You got to get the actual hoses that actually fit it. So that's kind of bad, but so yeah, this is very nice, because usually you'd have to go through getting these little quick fitting things to make it move, but all you got to do is just stick the hose on there. So if you want this thing to, sorry for being the Yapatron 8000, but if you want this thing to be able to move with a switch, first of all, you got to get one of these air tanks, and you also got to get one of these switches. So first, you're going to want to connect this hose to this little thing on the back of the air tank, just like that. And now this will store air, so you can, it's not all going to be used at once, so you can just pump it up and then wait like an hour and come back, and it'll still be able to move. So then you're going to want to connect another hose to this small thing on the back. And these can be longer if you want, depending on if you're making a character move or you're just trying to do a simple thing like this. And this part is very important. The end of this one has to go in the middle right there. So once you put your hose on there, it should look something like this. The these two things are going to be over here. And now with these two, you're going to want to connect 2 more hoses. Now with these ones, you usually want to get it about the same length. I was just using spare hoses, so they're not the same length. But then you're going to want to put this on there by connecting the 2 hoses to it. Just like so. And then you're going to want to pump this thing up. I'll do it for a minute. After pumping that about 30 times, you have a successful Lego pneumatic air cylinder that can go up and retract. Now, it doesn't have that much air because we only have 1 tank. So it's going to actually stop after a little bit. But that's okay. These are $2 per piece, except that was $6. And this was like $5. But these 2 things are really cheap, and compared to the real versions, that's why I recommend Temu/Temu, however you say it. And the bigger versions have like Lego bases, so just like this, so you can actually snap it onto one of those base plates. So yeah, that's about all there is to this. Yeah, so for each movement, you're going to want 4 hoses. 1 of these air tanks to store the air. 1 of these switches to turn it on and off. And don't get these 2 mixed up. They look about the same, except this one is has a spring on it, so you can know it's the pump, and then this one is just metal. And this is the pump, and this is the actual air cylinder. I'm not sure how much this costs by itself, but I bought 4 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, 4 of these, and 3 rolls, and it was about like $40 or $50. So it's a lot cheaper on Temu than it would usually be, but it's not cheap. So that's basically it. I hope this was I hope this, if you're trying to do this or you're thinking about doing this, I hope it helped out. I'm kind of new to these things anyways, but they're really easy to understand. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.